Well, hello everyone. I'd like to welcome you back for another edition of the Reformed Faith Simplified. Now, our last time together we talked about the T in TULIP. We talked about that is total depravity. Today we're going to move on to the U, which stands for unconditional election. Now, I find that in conversations, the thing that gets more people at odds with one another is the total depravity and unconditional election. Because, quite frankly, we as humans, especially Western humans, we love our choice. We love our vote. We love having control of things. Now, I don't say that negatively, that's just a fact. Now, unconditional election has to do with the fact that God chooses those whom he will save, not based on any merit of the person or what they have, etc., but based solely on God's unconditional choosing. Now, Romans chapter number 8 is a prime example. I'm going to go to also Ephesians chapter 1. Romans chapter 8 says in verse 29, "For those whom he foreknew, that is to know beforehand, he also predestined to become conformed to the image of his Son." Now, to be predestined is to be predetermined. So he knew beforehand, he has predetermined, so that he would be the firstborn among many brethren, and whom he predestined, he also called. And those whom he called, he justified. And those whom he justified, he glorified. Now, this is very interesting here, because when you read this in context of what Paul is saying, it is he predestined. He called. You see this? He called. He predestined. He justified. He will glorify. You see, the wonderment, the awesomeness of the doctrine of unlimited unconditional election is that it is God who is working and God who is doing. Ephesians chapter 1 verse 5 or verse 4 says, "Just as he chose us in him before the foundation of the world, that we would be holy and blameless before him in love. He predestined us to adoptions as sons through Jesus Christ to himself, according to the kind intentions of his will." Beloved, our faith rests in those who believe. All those who believe have believed because God has called them. He has drawn them. And this is the unconditional election of God. What a glorious doctrine this is.